Hey people, I sub to this Israeli News Live channel, and this is some of my best information. I see what he posts. I don't always watch his movie, but I look at his headlines, and I know just the opposite is fixing to happen. He's so fake. He's got a friend in the CIA that gives him inside information, and he's got friends at secret services all around the world that give him inside information. This dude's totally fake. He goes to hawking all that Hebrew out. He usually, when he puts a verse up, he usually puts the Hebrew and puts the English beside it. Then he goes trying to pronounce all that hawking. I know he's 100% fake. And this puts the cherry on the top right here. This is one of the easiest verses to see that they've totally twisted the writing. And it's here in Ephesians 6:12. For it is not to us the wrestling against blood and flesh, but against the sovereignties and against the authorities and against the world rulers of the darkness of this eon, against the spirituals of the wickedness in the heavenlies. But the trick is to start reading this up here at 11, to put on the full armor of God. For is pros is for, and anti is against. And then the next line down, this is word number 4314. Same word as this, 4314, is now against. For it is not to us the wrestling for blood and flesh, but for the sovereignties, for the authorities, for the world rulers of darkness of this eon, for the spirituals of the wickedness in the heavenlies. But you can see that they use it twice in this one line in 6:11, and once it means for, and then it means against. So this is called the full armor of God. I'm going to go to this other Bible that has some more help for people that don't recognize them letters. It's this Interlinear Chapters Bible, and it'll give you some equivalents up there to help read. But it starts with the children and parents, and then the slaves and masters, and then the full armor of God. And it's funny, to put on the full armor, the full complete armor of God is end days as it tin pan apply on. In the end days as it tin pan apply on, to thee of force to, P-R-O, for, and then S-T-O, to thee of force to dynasty. And everybody knows what a dynasty is. And here they just say it means to be able. But a dyna is the power. The dyno is what powers the power plant. And this is the power to stay. In your dynasty, you keep passing the power down in your family. The dynasty. The dynasty. And mas. Mas is much. And much. And more. And Stone Age. S-T-H-N-A-J. The Stone Age. Much stonage. Forced as. Methody as. The methody as. Methodical. The methody as. From methodos. Done according to a systematic or established form of procedure. The method as. Today a ball of. Today a ball of. We play in ball today. Ball is the ancient word for war. And sometimes, they didn't have rubber balls filled with air. Their balls were really hard. Like like playing with a coconut, you know. And on those days, they would put on the full armor. In the days as it tin pan apply on. The tin pan apply, OPLYAN, apply on. And they're going to play ball. You know, they was going to play some of this Mayan ball, and they would strap some tin pans on their head and on their waist. And you know, when writers, you know, when they talk about this, they said it was an evil game, and they played to death. And they're just totally silly. You know, when we kick somebody's ass really bad, you know, that's what we say. We killed them, 30-0. You know, we killed them. The people writing that, I guess they never played ball. They don't understand the term. Then this is the verse they're always talking about, the principalities and stuff. And it says, a tie, the weakest in coming, the pale. You know, to see tie, the weakest in coming, the pale. You know, the weakest man on your team, he gonna be the water boy. He gonna carry the pail of water. Foresee 'em use, you know, the key is just a vav. It's a W, a U, a V, or an and, or a two. And foresee 'em use our color. You know, so you could spot your water boy out on the field. You put him in your colors. And forced as arches. Forced as arches on the peak, on the top. We the pros, you know. The forced as arches. Forced as exocias. You know, the exo. Forced as outer, exo to see as. Forced to us. You know, we're a force, F-O-R-C-E. You know, pro, 4-S, force. The force to us, Kosmokrator. Kosmokrator is Tuskatoos. We are the Kosmokrators. We are the star governors of Tuskatoos. You know, of Tuscany, the star governors of Tuscany. You know, the Kosmokrator Tuskatoos. Kosmokrator Tuskatoos. It's a rough old game they play. Ball. You know, the Kosmokrators Tuskatoos taught to. Forced upon Automatica. You know, forced upon Automatica. You know, automatic, you know, auto is self, and matic is from a tick. Matic is you know, it's, you don't have to think about it. It just happens automatically, you know. To self-matic, self from a tick. And forced upon Automatica, those pawnerias. That's where your word opponents come from. The pawnerias of evil. Your opponents. The pawnerias in to is the power. P-O-W-R. The power on joys. So all these televangelists, they use this end is coming scare, and we need your money because we must preach the word of Jesus to all corners of the earth before the end time. You know, they're worse than politicians. You know, it's the only thing my mama watches, and she watches it so loud I can't talk to her. She's going deaf listening to them. And they act like they need this plane and all your money to go to Africa and spread the word. That ain't where that money's going. They're going to Africa collecting money over there too. All that money goes to Epstein Island. Alright, I'm going to cut this off here. Good day.